Welcome to the game.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are at the end of ZynVaded week, part 2, ZynVaded week 2, and I want to do one last video to talk to you about a change that's coming, a really cool change that I'm really excited about. Before I do that, I want to remind you to like, subscribe, and comment on these videos. Every comment gets you a entry into the drawing we're going to have, which will give you a chance to win either a 2-player starter box or the new ZynVaded Don't Let the Z-Bugs Bite starter box. So those are going to start shipping here in June, July timeframe. So we'll do that drawing here in just a couple weeks. But again, please like, subscribe, comment, and jump in. So what I want to show you, and this I'm really, really excited about. In the book, or in the box, you get these 2 books. The original ZynVaded. The original book has a little bit about the world of ZynVaded, the different factions that the ZynVaded are, a brief paragraph and some pictures of the mercs, and then it takes you right into getting started with the stat sheets, some key terms, how to play the game. Basically, it's very small, very straightforward. It's not a difficult game to play. Found items charts here at the back. And basically, it's about 30. Okay, so the whole thing is 32 pages. It's 30-ish pages of actual rules and a little bit of fluff. Then you have your missions book, and it just has your missions, how to randomize your missions, a little bit about each mission, a little bit of artwork. 24-ish pages, again, found items charts, evolution charts, so as you play through a campaign, how to play the campaign, and how your models can evolve over time as you play through games. Each model on their sheet, pull out a sheet here real quick, has, every time they get 3 evolution points, they evolve. So they get an evolution point for killing a model or other things based off the objective. And you can start evolving your models. So, like the sniper, his ranged combat, you can get up to an 11, which is actually pretty impressive. His exoskeleton can get better. So, if they survive long enough, they can continue to get better. Okay, so that's what you get in the starter box. We have, this is a printed off copy of the beta, which is still in the works, of the new rulebook. Now, in talking with John, I think this is going to be a online, it's going to be a PDF, and maybe, if I can zoom out, I can't zoom out anymore. Let me raise the camera, sorry. All right, let's try that, haha. Maybe, might do a print on demand. We were kind of talking about maybe like through War Game Vault or something, if you want to actually get one printed, spiral bound, something, I don't know. But this is just the version 3.17 that we are, that's being worked on, and new layout, new update, but this is the guy who's doing it right there, based off the original rules. This new layout includes table of contents, trying to capture as much as possible, really taking this to the next level, adding in all of the known fluff that is there, really going into the background of where the Zyn came from, how they got to Earth, their history, their behind them, how the Terra bugs formed, lots and lots of fluff. The Z-bugs as a species, the scales, which we're hoping is going to be another faction coming out soon, a little bit more on the mercs, and a little bit about each merc versus just the short paragraph that's in the original book and that picture. So each and every merc has some fluff behind it. Now, this book only covers the models that are existing right now. So, and it's even got a story for Amos the Hunter, which is it's a fun read. It's a great read. I've really enjoyed it. Then the rules. And the rules, keep in mind, this is a gateway game for a lot of people who are not familiar with miniatures games. As I've talked about in a couple of previous videos, when I demoed this, the people that were there, actually the people that all the demos were people that were there for Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh card game tournament. They were unfamiliar with miniatures games. And so when they saw it, they really liked it. They loved the cartoon aspect of the models, and it really appealed to them. And the game was very simple and straightforward. And parents and little kids were walking out with starter sets. And that was kind of the reason that I did the videos for how to build the models, was really for them. But in that, designing the rulebook is designed for them as well as the veterans, because you need to know how to play the game. But for veterans, you'll be able to breeze through this. But you'll notice some things that have been done in this book that are really geared towards some of the newer to miniatures games players. Lots of color pictures, which are very cool. The anatomy sheet of the standard stat sheet that you get in the box, broken down a little bit, making it a little easier to say. 1-page layout. It's 2 pages, but when you the idea is to lay it flat, and so you can say, oh, it's this, then you can just look up whatever it is. Also being worked on, if you missed ZynVaded Week 1, is cards. These cards, again, I believe we were talking, when I was talking to John about this, that these would be an online thing where you can print out, maybe available through Wargames Vault. Might do a one-time print run for people who want to order them. That's all up in the air. We don't know for sure. But one of the things when I talked to John last year at Gen Con, I was like, these really need unit cards to help reduce those sheets. And in doing so, also come up with basically item cards, different weapons. So you could actually, if you wanted to, you could swap weapons out with the heavy gunner. He's picked up a pistol out of a crate or a objective. Now he has a pistol that he can use. So the cards, I think, are going to be a really cool thing. These are all prototypes. They're all still in the works, but they do make the game a little easier, a little more fun. You can't make the game more fun. The game is a blast. It just makes it a little easier to mark your models, keep them together, versus having a big stat sheet like this. Same information, just working to streamline it a little bit, make it maybe make it a little better. If you like the sheets are still going to be there. You're still going to get your sheets with every model. That's coming standard. The cards are purely an extra thing if you want them. So we talk about the cards in here, all the cards, anatomy of the cards. You've seen this in similar rule books. Then we get to actual gameplay, locations, and that was the neat thing about this game. It doesn't matter where you play. You can play on a kitchen counter. You can play on your school desk. This is a demo board that from Gen Con. Played on the kitchen table with whatever terrain you throw out there. This is a picture from a real game in which we played through Battletech, an Alpha Strike game. And we're playing ZynVaded. You see the white team here, and the green team is off in the background. So, order of turns, action. So what we try to do is expand the rules to just make it easier for people to understand, to pick up, and enjoy the game. If you've played miniatures games before, you're going to read through this one time. You're going to pretty much know it because the game's not difficult. If you're a brand new miniatures gamer, this should really help you to get into the game faster. We talk about a picture of how to scale a wall, for the climbing. We go through shooting, and here we've got arrows and stuff pointing to the different pieces of what they mean and what you're using, and the formula basically of here's what it is, and we kind of point to it and show you if you're using the cards, here's where you're going to find everything. So we try to make it as easy as possible. Again, lots of pictures. I am one who just loves pictures of actual gameplay in a rulebook to really help make sure that you understand what the rules are. Then we go into some team building, talk a little bit about each of the factions again, campaigns, model evolution, and how you mark these off on your cards. And then we have scenarios, and so far we have the same scenarios that are in the book. We've added one to this, but again, this is the early prototype. There are a bunch of scenarios and some rule changes that are in the works that are being kind of beta tested right now. So as it stands right now, this rule book is you move all 3 of your models, and then I get to move my 3 models, and it's a whole turn. What we're looking to change that to is an I go, you go. And we've been playing with that, testing that, and it's been working really well. I did that with my demos, and it kept everybody completely involved in the game. They really enjoyed it, versus one person having to sit there while you move all of your stuff, and all 3 of your guys concentrate and kill one of mine before I even get to take a turn. So it's worked out really well. John's liked the idea, so we're kind of running with that. So here, again, this is just a simple flip through. Again, keep in mind, this is a beta work. This is not final. This is where it's at right now, and it's still missing pieces. So key terms, which has been expanded to cover all the key terms that are in the game. And then we have a special abilities list. So all of the special abilities that any of the models have are all covered here. The talents list. Every model has a talent, and that talent they're all here with their definitions of how it works. And again, this is only what was in existence as of the time of this writing. There's all the new models which are still being developed, beta tested, and all those will eventually get added. Melee weapons chart, ranged weapons chart, special weapons chart, a photo gallery in the back, and we have added, again, lots of different models, an index, so hopefully it'll make it easier, because it says, as of right now, this is pushing 94 pages, I think, 96 pages. Index to help you find everything easier. And tokens. There are 3 pages of tokens. Every token that we thought you might need for the game. Is we're looking at swapping it to an I go, you go, or potentially changing it to an I go, you go. Each different faction. 4 tokens for each if you've added in a merc, so you'd be using 4 models. So the faction tokens here, and then of course the end of our book. And right now it's sitting at 96 pages. And there's still more to add. So there's a quick look of where the updated rulebook is. The fluff is just fantastic. I'll let you read it because it's great. Whenever I talk demos, I tell people about it. They're actually very interested in the history and well, how did it happen? How did we get invaded? Where did they come from? Why does it come in a Chinese food container box? Oh yeah, that's all here. The whole story is in here, and it's fascinating. It's really good. I'm really anxious to see where this goes. I'm anxious to see this book get finished. So as the new models start getting done, their stat lines get done, they get play tested. These will start getting added to this book, and this book will go a few more pages. And right now it's a half-page size. It may end up having to go full page size. Who knows how big it's going to have to be in order to make it work. But like I said, it's just a beta. It's still being worked on, and hope you noticed something at the beginning that I kind of pointed out. But anyway, I'm really excited about this. I hope that you like what you've seen so far. If you saw anything that didn't make sense, and I will try to get this out. I believe we're going to try to get this out for backers, anybody else who wants to read it and go through it and help edit it and make sure we didn't screw anything up, word anything badly. I've gone through it a couple times myself trying to catch any of those things. People will give us the comments and help us make it the best rule book that it can be, and hopefully we'll get that out there soon. If nothing else, maybe before we add everything, we'll just put it out. Here's what we have. Here's what we have so far, and then let all of us read it again and go through it and see if anything needs to be edited or it doesn't make sense, or they don't understand, or is there a better way to make this? How do we make it better? Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. We've been talking here for about 15 minutes. Anyway, I'm really excited about the new rulebook and the tokens coming, and maybe by the time Gen Con rolls around, actual tokens will be available. You don't have to cut up your rulebook or copy your rulebook or download and print them out yourself. Real tokens. Maybe we'll talk about that again sometime soon. Again, thanks for watching ZynVaded Week Part 2. I really hope you're enjoying this. I really love this game. The models are so cute. They're so fantastic. I'm really excited about what's coming. Thanks again for your support of the channel. Again, you can find us on Facebook at the Game Room, Texas Gamer Geeks, and you can always leave a comment here. I try to respond to every comment pretty much as first chance I get. As most of you know, I tend to respond really quickly, and if I can't respond really quickly, I respond back as soon as I can. So I at least try to acknowledge everybody, because you took the time to make a comment. If nothing else, I'll tell you thanks for watching and thanks for the comment. It really does help the channel, and it really does keep me going. These are a lot of work, especially doing these full weeks like that. They're a lot of work. If you don't run a channel, you may not realize how much work these things are. So I truly appreciate it. It really helps. Share the videos. Do not hesitate. Share the videos wherever you want. Wherever you think people will get a use out of them, they'll get enjoyment from them, and then hopefully they'll learn something. I'm hoping that the painting videos will show you that it doesn't take a lot to. You don't have to be Angel Giraldez to paint models. If you're just trying to get tabletop, if you want a model that's going to go win tournaments, Angel Giraldez, he's one of the best. There are great painters out there you can learn from. If you just want to get something on the table that looks cool, better than a gray model, hey, I got tons of videos that'll help you with that, and I hope you enjoy them. I hope they help. I said I was going to shut up, and I'm still talking. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching ZynVaded Week. I hope you've enjoyed it. ZynVaded Week Part 2. And as always, have a wonderful week. Bye now.